Hey everybody, how you doing? This is about to be a really fun video. The topic of today's video is the 450 Bushmaster cartridge and bullet droppage. So at what distances, how far do the bullets drop? I'm going to take you out to the range here with me today. All of my bing bangs, I sight in at 100 yards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you to the range. I'm going to verify the zero on this one at 100 yards. I'm going to bring it back to 50 yards, see where it hits, and then I'm going to take you out to 200 yards and we're going to see where those bullets hit. Why would you want to know that? Why does it even matter? Well, for me, this one's sighted in at 100 yards. If a deer pops up at 50 yards, I need to know where to hold. If a deer pops up at 200 yards, I need to know where to hold. I personally have taken a whitetail with this 450 Bushmaster. Deer dropped, no tracking required. So from personal experience, I am 100% a fan of the 450 Bushmaster when it comes to deer hunting. Absolutely takes a deer very, very well. A lot of states now are requiring that deer hunters use straight wall cartridges. 450 Bushmaster is one of those options, along with 350 Legend. I've already done this video on 350 Legend. If you haven't seen it already, go check that one out. There's also 44 mag, 4570, 357 mag that those folks can hunt with too. But this video is on the 450 Bushmaster. This is my Ruger American. If you guys watch the channel, you guys know I am a huge Ruger American fan. For the most part, they're pretty budget friendly and they do a good job. The blue lights I'm flinging for this video is some Hornady Black. These are 250 grain. I'll put a picture up on the screen so you guys can see it better, but these are 250 grain FTX rounds, which are those red tipped rounds. I don't know how well that's going to show up on camera, but that's what they look like there. But why am I using these? Well, they're one of the more popular loadings that you can find, and it's what I have the most of. I got 2 boxes of this stuff. But let's go out to the range quick, see what the bullet drop is on these, see where they hit, and then when we come back, I'm going to do the math all the way out to 1,000 yards just to see what the drop is. Me personally, I probably wouldn't recommend hunting with 450 Bushmaster past 250, 300 yards, just from my personal experience and knowing what the round does. But if you practice, have at it. Stretch out a little further if you practice and you're good with it. But let's go to the range, and then once we come back from the range, we'll do a quick review, and I'll do the math to show you the bullet droppage of the 450 Bushmaster bowling balls all the way out to 1,000 yards, just so we know. It's kind of fun data to look at. But let's go hit the range quick.
I reckon. Yeah.
I forgot to move the camera on this one, but here are the 5 shots at 200 yards and a picture of the results here beside it.
I done killed. Find it.
All right, so we saw there 100 is still dead on, which I was happy to see. At 50 yards, it's not enough to make a difference. Just hold dead on. You can see there it hit almost the exact same spot, just slightly off from where it's dialed in at 100. So you see a deer at 100, it's already sighted in, hit it at 100. You see a deer at 50 with a 100-yard sight in, hold the same spot, don't worry about it. 200 yards though, what did we see? These 250 grainers, Hornady Black, dropping about 10 inches, which interestingly enough, what does the box say? This one says, oh, they cheated. They're saying to zero it at 200, and then it drops 19 inches between 200 and 300, which, needless to say, it drops fast. But at the range, from 100 to 200, it was dropping roughly 10 inches. I should have took a ruler with me, but I didn't that day. Eyeballing it, dropped about 10 inches. All right, so here we go. I got the data on the ballistic calculator here plugged in. The BC on those is .210. Pretty low, but you wouldn't expect a high one out of the 450 Bushmaster. And here's the drop chart. So mine is sighted in at 100. And then this is saying at 200, the drop should be roughly 9 inches, which is about what we saw out there at the range, 9-10 inches. This would be what you would need to click on your scope if you're gonna do that instead of hold over 9 inches. At 300 yards with a 100 yard zero, it's dropping almost 3 feet, and then it's going subsonic between 300 and 400 yards. But you can see there, look at how much it's dropping at 400 and then 500. It really drops off a cliff. Let's look at the energy here. So lots of energy at the muzzle, almost 2,700 foot-pounds. And then at 100 yards, it's down to 1860. 300 yards, it's down to 900. And then it drops off from there. So there you can see there's the entire chart. You guys can freeze it and look at this if you want to. But 450 Bushmaster, it's a big, heavy bowling ball. Good for deer, but it is not a long-range round. But appreciate you guys watching. Let me know if you're a fan of the 450 Bushmaster. Like I said, I am. I've taken a whitetail with it. It is definitely a good round. As long as you're not trying to stretch out there to 600-700 yards. Definitely, it's got plenty of horsepower for those more closer range shots, especially for you guys that have to use the short wall cartridges. But comment down below what you want to see next time. I'm trying to do this video series all the way through tons and tons of different calibers of cartridges. Check it out. Like I said, we've already done the 350 Legend, which was a very interesting video. But appreciate y'all watching. Comment down below what do you think about the 450. What do you guys want to see next time? Appreciate you watching. Make sure you're subscribed. Check out everything down below. We'll see you guys on the next one. Appreciate you big time. Good luck in the deer woods. 450 Bushmaster. WHOTEEWHO.
Load it up